I'm spending my night, not wasting my time. You be dreaming, that's all you do. Hustle and I grind, I need me my shine. Sleeping, while I do what I do. While I do what I do. What I do, what I do. While I do what I do.
Who's a Thursday? They out at the square. Me and Delite using brother build a career.
Hello, yep. This is another episode of Delite Side of Life. I'm your host, Delite, where I speak of things I think I know of to people I think I know. Yeah. My guest today is Musasa. Musasa is the name I call him by, but yeah, let him introduce himself. Sure, Musasa, what's good?
Yeah, first of all, man, thanks for having me on your podcast, Delite. You know, it's a wonderful pleasure being here.
It's a privilege.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself.
Yeah.
I'm 𝗙𝗵𝗶𝗹 Musasa. You know, you can pick whichever name to refer to me by. I won't be offended. It's all welcome, yeah.
Away, man. Nice to have you here, man.
Away.
Yeah, I hope the listeners are all good. Thank you for tuning in, man. Today we're going to speak about an interesting, sometimes a sensitive topic, but polygamy.
Oh, yes.
Can you relate, Musasa? Yeah, man. But basically, alternative dating is what I'd like to talk about, because I think a lot of us are familiar with monogamous relationships, one partner. How that comes about, you know, I think it depends. Maybe religion, maybe culture. I don't know.
True.
But that, for the most part, that's the norm, right? But something like polygamy does exist, where one person has multiple partners. And yeah, so that's what I'd like to discuss. What's your view on polygamy?
My view on it?
Yeah.
You know, this is just the way I carry myself. Like, me personally, I'm not into that type of thing, because I feel like there's something that my mom always tells me. She's like, a woman is like a pot of flour.
It's like a
pot of flour.
Yeah.
So you always have to take care of it. You always have to nurture it so that it can blossom into the beauty that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So now, with polygamy, now I got me multiple women.
Multiple flowers.
Multiple flowers that I gotta take care of. You know what I'm saying?
A bouquet.
A bouquet, you know? Put it all together. So with me, I'm not into that. I prefer to have one woman, chill with one woman, get to know her, grow, you know. I think it's also part of maturity and stuff like that. That's just my point of view. But then again, I would not be judgmental on someone else who's into polygamous, who is into dating multiple women. I think it also goes with the stage, the phase that an individual finds himself in, or also the background that you come from.
Yeah.
For example, I'd call them my grandparents, but they are my biological grandparents, uncles and stuff like that. No, not uncle, cousins and stuff like that. So distant grandparents. They've got multiple wives and stuff like that. So
it's a common thing.
Yeah, it's a common thing. So then I find my other uncles, which are my dad's cousins or my mom's cousins. They also got multiple wives and stuff like that. So then I realized that this is also, it's a generational thing. You know, it can be a generational thing just as much as it can be a relational thing. Like, for example, with Muslims, you're allowed to have 2 or 3 wives. Yeah. But according to the Quran and the Muhammad preaching, you can only have those women if you can provide for them. If you can't provide for them, don't have them.
So I think that's for the right reasons, right? You should have multiple wives for the right reasons.
Yeah, if you can provide for them, I say go ahead. But if you can't provide for them, I feel like don't go ahead, because you're putting pressure on yourself and the girls that you're with.
Vele, what's your reason if you can't provide for multiple wives? Vele, it is what it is, right? Must I say it, you can say it. It's sex.
It's sex, yeah. It's sex. It's financially. Variety, you know.
Yeah, you brought the serious.
So, you know, that's what it is. So, that's what it is. Yeah.
Which is, I wouldn't say that's the right reason, right? Because it's more than just the sex at the end of the day. It's
true.
It's more. Someone has to feel fulfilled in the long run. Sex will stop at some point, some age. There's kids now to factor in. It's like you're taking you're taking care of more than just your wife now. You're taking care of all the kids you're gonna have with this wife. Now, if I
Facts.
have 3 wives, how many kids are those? So it's even further than just in that moment of getting married to them. It's like the whole long-term thing. All these kids must go to college.
They all gotta go to college.
Food,
and
everything.
As a provider, as a father figure, you want your, because that's what my dad always tells me. I want you to be better than me in every aspect. So I feel like also you as a father, you'd also want your kids to be better than you.
Yeah.
If you got multiple kids like that, you know, that's a lot of gray hair from different women and stuff like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the woman, like the gray hair. Hey, imagine managing 3 women. What's your current situation?
My current situation right now, I'm not even on
Status.
front. Status, I'm single, man. I'm
Why are
enjoying
you
the
single?
single life.
Was managing one woman hard?
Good question. I like that question. Good question. I think at the particular place that I was at, it was hard because I was trying to find myself. I was going through personal things, and I'll bring it up because not a lot of people talk about these things, you know, especially as men. I was going through some depression stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like I can't be with a woman if I can't give the best version of myself.
Okay.
So I'd rather back off, work on myself, get my mind right, get out of this depression stage, you know, and, you know, work on myself. So, yeah.
Are you out of the depression now? Do you
Right
feel
now,
much
I'm
better?
definitely out.
You're out of it, okay.
I'm out of it.
Congrats,
so right now, I'm cool. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
So now you're looking.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I can't say that. I'm looking. Definitely, I'm looking. There's no. You can't say no to women. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We're here to complete each other as men and women.
Okay.
Yeah, we complete each other.
And then so you looking for a monogamous situation. You want one woman. And will you be satisfied with one woman?
Personally,
Have you always been satisfied with one woman, or have you had temptation for more than one before? Because I want to see where this polygamy might come in, where some men are on some. I'm satisfying this thing, you know. Let me just be honest with myself. I can't have one woman.
me, it depends on. It's a hard question to answer because it depends on the woman that I'm with at that situation.
Whether she is enough.
Yes,
Is that a good word to use?
whether she satisfies me in a way that I don't need to go out and mess around. You know, if she got me emotionally, she got me spiritually, she got me in every aspect, not just beauty.
Yes.
Because, you know, beauty can fade away, and at the end of the day, you're dealing with a freaking demon. But, you know, she's got to be...
demon.
Yeah, you know, she's got to be as beautiful inside as well as outside. Because, you know, beauty fades away. So with me, when I'm looking at a monogamous woman, I won't lie, I do look at beauty.
You've been tempted before. Have you been in a relationship and wanted more than just that one woman?
Yeah, I have been.
Have you given into to that temptation before? You don't have to say name which girlfriend.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I have.
So, here's the concept.
But I haven't done it a lot, though, because I've always been a nigga who's, how can I put this? Reserved.
So,
To
let's say...
myself, yeah.
Cool. So the reason why you don't want monogamous relationship is because of what you used to, what you've been raised as, or is a part of it what the woman wants? That it's hard to find a woman who just say you can have me and someone else.
No,
Like-
no. It's not that. I think
you
it's
know?
more of how I was raised, integrity. Because you see, I always look at a relationship from a point of view of my parents' relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, because my parents have been married for 27 years. This the same age that I'm at right
Yeah.
now. So, you know, never cheating stuff, none of that stuff, you know.
But now you're saying integrity, right? Integrity is like basically you want to be loyal to someone, you want to be honest to someone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this person is saying, yes, you are allowed. You're not cheating.
Yeah.
Me and someone else are allowed in this relationship.
Her
Would
with
you take
someone
that
else.
package or not?
Her with someone else.
Yes. Now, I as a woman am saying I want to be in a polygamous relationship where I am one of your wives. Would you not take it? Or would you still say, no, my
Okay.
integrity?
To be
but
honest,
that's what she wants.
to be
Or is
honest.
that's what I'm trying to find out now. Yeah.
To be honest, there's two situations to this.
Yeah.
If she's somebody that I really care about,
Okay.
I'm not gonna indulge in that because I don't want to share a girl that I care about with someone else. But if she's
No, you're not sharing her. She's sharing you.
she's sharing me with
You are
another
the
girl.
only man, and there's two women.
I like that. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
that's what I mean. But
Okay, I get you.
the
Oh,
reason
no,
why
I thought you talking about like her being with another man, and I'll be
we'll
like,
get
nah,
to that. We'll talk about
yeah.
that because this sounds very double-standard because the excitement is different.
Okay.
Which might
I
not
get
be
you, I
fair.
get you.
Why? Okay.
Yeah.
But
okay,
now,
with 2 girls.
they both for it.
They're both for
You're
it.
not cheating.
I'm not cheating. If she's down with that, why shouldn't I be?
It's not a threesome, though.
It's not but if she's down with
two
that,
different relationships.
yeah.
Yeah.
If she's down with that, why wouldn't I be down with that?
You'd be down.
I'll be down with that.
Especially-
I'm not
oh,
gonna lie.
okay. So it's not that you're opposed to it for yourself. You're cool with it. It's just that women don't allow you to be that. Not the woman you want.
Yeah, not the woman that I want.
Usually the woman you want wants to be the only woman.
The only woman, yeah.
Right.
But if she wants to have someone else, I won't say no. But the thing is,
Huh? Let's go again.
nah, when I say someone else, I'm not talking about a man. I'm talking about a woman. Is it that's what we're talking about, right? That like 2 women and me and stuff like that. I would be down with it, but I don't want it to be a habit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be a continuously happening situation.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want it to be that situation. Like, I'd want it once in a while.
Also, you wouldn't want 2 wives.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind having 2 girlfriends.
Yeah, I
or
wouldn't.
one wife and then a girlfriend on the side.
And a
if she
girlfriend
allows
at the
that.
side. If she allows
Oh,
that, yeah.
okay.
But personally, it's not something that I see myself doing, to be honest. Because I've never even cheated on a girl. I know many people might think I'm lying. I've never cheated. No lies. But it's not something I'm into. Because I'm a type of guy, I don't really like too much drama because of how I can react to drama. It drains. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we mentioned the fact that yes, you would be very comfortable with having 2 partners if it's allowed.
Yeah.
You sound as though the way you reacted, you're not comfortable if she were to have 2 of yous.
Yeah, from my point
Why
of view,
not?
I'm not comfortable because I don't want to share her with someone else.
But I get it, they say your girlfriend is not yours if she's not with you. She's only yours when she's there by you. Right now, you don't know what your girlfriend is doing. So if she comes home and she washes herself and you don't smell him on her, she brushes her teeth, the saliva is not there anymore. Ow.
True,
brand new.
but that's the thing.
That's like her ex. She broke up with the ex last week. Now she's with you. You didn't say, why not tell?
Respect me enough not to disrespect me by bringing another nigga.
Okay, no, but you're starting double standard. There's no disrespect.
There's no.
You are speaking. It's an open thing now. She's saying, you see, remember that time I was one of 2. Yeah, I want that same thing for myself now. And I'm telling you, I'm not cheating on you. I respect you a lot.
True.
And I'll do it the way you want me to do it. At his house, in his sheets.
You see?
But can I have someone else also sometimes?
You see, now that's where I find it confusing because initially that's not my idea. If it's her idea, she's down with that. Okay. I would say okay. But from my point of view, I'm not down with that. I'm not going to be down with it because, if she has that fetish or that fantasy, she wants to bring a woman.
Yeah.
Sure. We can be, you get what I'm saying? But from my standard, my point of view, I don't have that fantasy. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to indulge in that, do all that type of stuff. But, to make her happy, if she wants to bring another woman, it's all good. But it's not something that I'll go look for it. If she brings it up, then I'm down with it. Yeah.
I think I can personally understand why this concept is not foreign for men or for us to know that, okay, one man has many wives. First of all, because of nature, where we come from. I think we are animals. We just think we're very smart animals.
True.
I don't know if you're very smart, though, but we live differently, right?
True.
But, not all animals, but there's certain animals that live this way where it's one male and many females. Mm-hmm. And there's no other male there. It's just one male and many females. And the numbers, when it comes to men and women, human beings, there's way more women.
More women than men.
And for me, it's like, I don't think things just happen. I think it makes sense. And I think there's a reason why women are struggling with cheating men so much. Because it's not just an influence thing, or we're not just influenced, but there's something genetic that happens. And also biologically, women can only carry one child at a time. But men can, you can impregnate many women at one time.
True.
So even it just makes sense that this, and if you think about nature and why a lion is with the many lionesses and why they try and have a lot of them, it's because of protection. It's because of being in the wild. The numbers helps, right?
Fact.
So whenever something happens, we are a unit. It's a lot of us. It's not just me, one wife and one child.
True.
It doesn't work in nature, but it works for human beings because of the lives we chose to live financially. It doesn't make sense to now have 10 kids or whatever. But
gotta
back
support
then
them
in the
all.
day, like even my mom comes from a home where there were like 9 of them. But my grandfather wasn't a polygamist, but you know what I mean? Because it was more affordable. He could afford that situation.
Facts.
So I think a lot of it makes sense to where we are and where we come from. Whereas with the woman thing, I also understand why it doesn't make sense if a woman has many husbands. Because of like what I mentioned. What's the point of having 10 men if only one of them is going to impregnate you?
Exactly.
So it doesn't make biological sense. But it does make sense for some of the wrong reasons men are doing it today.
And what would you say
the men who
those
are doing
wrong
it for
reasons?
sex and for those the wrong reasons are influencing women who want to do it for the wrong reasons. On some, if you can have many wives and you're not making practical
can have it
sense,
too.
I can also have many husbands because I also have this sexual need. I get it, we're talking about sexual needs. But if you go to biological reasons, then therefore the male way makes sense of just a man with many wives. You know? So we need to, phrase it better so that we can make more sense of it.
True, and I like the fact that you say phrase it better, because at the end of the day, it goes back to communication, which is key. You know what I'm saying? Gotta communicate with your partner better. Find out what you guys like and tackle it.
And now, so there's terminologies. But when polygamy is apparently now, it's both men and women. It's everyone who has. It's not. I used to think it's just a male with many wives. It's the overall thing. It's just the definition is one person with many partners. That's what polygamy means.
Oh,
now whoever it is, male or female, and then now specifically, polygamy or something. Yeah, polygamy. I'm looking at this way. It looks otherwise. Polygamy. I mean, is one man with multiple women, wives. Yeah. And then polyandry is one woman with multiple husbands.
Oh, like 𝗙𝗲𝗶𝗶𝗶 and generation.
Hey, you watched that episode, Bozo?
Yeah, I watched that episode, man. Oh, man. If I was in that nigga's shoes.
So, but let's speak about 𝗙𝗲𝗶𝗶, for instance, right? So we spoke about, it not being practical, but let's speak about what if a woman is the current woman, which is like the 𝗙𝗲𝗶𝗶 Morocco, where she is the head of a company and she has this money to provide, like, what's her name? This one, what's her name? Sodwa Wabantu. Hey, she's busy with these Ben 10s. She's taking care of these kids, bro. She's doing what a man usually would do. So what if she can have like 2 of these guys and they down for it? Like, how do you feel about this situation, my guy?
Hey, man, I don't like that situation because I feel like it diminishes what a man should look like in terms of society standard. You know what I'm talking about? Because let's be honest, a man has a need to feel like he's providing and he's protecting. You know what I'm saying? Let's put that whole sexist shit at the side. That's what a man feels like. A man wants to be respected. He wants to provide. He wants to feel respected. He wants to feel. That's what a man feels like now. If a woman is playing that role, as a man, you feel diminished. It's like, they're taking away your pride and joy of what you're supposed to be or what you are. It's like a lion in the jungle, the cut his mane. A male lion, the cut his mane. You know what I'm saying? It's a disrespectful situation. It looks like a woman.
That's why you still have your beard,
that's why I still have my beard, So that's how I feel like. That's how I feel about it, man. I feel like just as a man, it's unacceptable.
That's why I think a lot of things, as much as we redefine the world and stuff like that, but a lot of things it is what it is. We have more testosterone. You're physically stronger. So there's a reason why a man usually protects. There's a reason why when you're lying in bed and you hear sounds of it, so you're gonna stand up before your wife does.
Facts.
To go and do it because you're physically stronger.
Facts. And
when it came to work and before that and like how the world was structured, even war and stuff, men did those things.
Facts.
Certain jobs were jobs that only men could do. Working in the mine.
Sure.
Now, industries have changed now. Now you could just literally use your mind, right? That's your job. You go to work and you're using your mind and you're on a PC or whatever, which allows for women to also enter this thing. But I think a lot of women, that's not what they really desire. It's what circumstances have made them become.
I think
A lot of
too.
women still want to be, because even the rich women or whatever on Instagram, wherever they are, they still want that guy who's a bit richer
Don't
than
want
them.
that, yeah. And they find themselves in a messed up situation now because they are established, right?
Yes.
Now, other men are going to look at her, or let's say this particular woman, other men are going to look at her, they'll be like, okay, this woman is rich. That means that I'm going to have challenge, you know what I'm saying? There'll be a rich nigga. Or she's going to be stubborn, she's going to be hard-headed.
Hey.
That's why such women, they
won't
find themselves
submit, I
in such
guess.
situation. Yeah, she won't be submissive. I don't know if that's the right
Yeah,
word to say.
it's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So how does, like, I think religion also affects it a bit, like you mentioned
True.
that.
Facts.
Do you know about the Mormon church?
The Mormon church.
Like apparently it's like equated to like a cult. It's really like, I know it from like American stuff. I think it's mainly from there. But now the tricky part is it's a Christian church, but they practice polygamy
I heard something
and stuff like that.
yeah.
So I don't know, man. Another thing is like, I was on social media, for instance, right?
Yeah.
And this topic came up, and there's this understanding that, I don't know, I think we're just not honest with each other when the time comes. Like, so let me put it this way. We practice so many old customs. For instance, when Heritage Day comes up, we can wear the old attire, you can wear the Zulu things, blah, blah, blah. But why when a man has multiple wives, you're looking at him sideways? Like, why sometimes is old customs
So the
allowed?
standard for
Why is
custom,
sometimes it's okay for a woman to, but it's not okay for a woman to be too submissive? But then in other ways or in other places, we're still practicing old customs. So who decides what we don't practice, what we continue practicing?
For me personally,
like-
I would say it's the individuals within the relationship. They would have to, as I always say, communication. They will have to talk about it.
What they prefer.
What they prefer
In their relationship.
Yeah, in their relationship. And you know, excuse me, in a relationship, because I'm a Christian, grew up in a Christian family, and you know, the Bible says it's not good for a man to be alone. So I'm gonna create a helper. Yeah. So what that says is a man needs a woman just as much as a woman needs a man.
Yes.
We are here to complete each other. You get what I'm saying? That's the point
Yeah.
of view that I look at it. But with that being said, we're here to help each other. But then there are specific things that a man should do, a woman shouldn't do. I don't care if someone is angry at this, but it's just reality, man. You know, certain things that
I hear you.
yeah, it's tradition.
So let's say now, because of, so there's a lot of women who are online complaining about men not doing what's traditional, right?
Yeah,
And
facts.
they're not going, at least they're not going the route, which is the other route of being the woman who is independent and just dealing with the issue, right? They trying to continue with that tradition by complaining like, hey, why aren't men, why is this nigga broke, why whatever. So what I'm trying to say is, isn't it understandable that some men have to make up for the failure of a lot of other men? So sharp, I'm supposed to only have one partner, right? But there's three women who will either come with me, who has all the money in the world to take care of four women, or those three women are gonna be in relationships that where they're not being provided for. Because a lot of polygamists who do it correctly have the finances to do it correctly.
Facts.
And can take care of these wives. And if they were not in that situation, they would be stuck there with a broke guy or you know what I'm trying to say? Like a guy who really loves them but can't take care of their kids and stuff.
True that. There's something that you mentioned right now. I wanted to answer it. It's concerning, you said it right now. It slipped my mind. It's concerning a man.
Yeah.
Oh man, you said it right.
Well,
Oh yeah. Making up for the mistakes
the
of
other
other
men,
men.
yeah.
I usually don't like to approach it like that because when you are making up for the mistake of other men, you might end up fixing something that was never broken in you.
In you? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
You get what I'm saying?
In
'Cause-
that man.
No. You're making up for the mistakes of other men.
Yes, I'm meaning the mistakes or the falling short of like he's falling short of this or that. Like for instance, you said that we mentioned that men are usually meant to provide. It's part of our nature. But so many men are not doing that. Right? So many men can't even take care of their
Oh,
kids.
then you making up by
So now
providing.
I'm making up by saying, okay, girl, that guy's not gonna do what he needs to do. But I'm a man who can provide for more than just my partner. I can provide for two other girls also, two other women.
Okay.
Come and be my wife, yeah. Or be my wives. So sometimes, isn't it, you know what I mean? Isn't it a solution to some of these problems, Waban? So at least this girl is not going to always complain and try and force a man who doesn't want to be a provider to become a provider. Rather, let her go to the one who is a provider and share him with a few other wives.
Sure, it can be a solution just as much as it can be a problem too.
Like anything, I guess.
Yeah, like anything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it also depends on it goes on your motive. If your motive is really to help that woman out and the children, then by all means, I don't see anything bad with it.
Yeah.
Because you just be helping another child off the street. How many women do we see in the streets?
Hey, bro.
You know, it's really messed up. So if a man says he can do that and his integrity, his intentions is for real, like they want to do that, then go ahead.
Because with the same thing, I know a lot of women who are single mothers, not because the father didn't want to be there, and maybe he's still there, but I mean, they're not in the same home, so it makes things difficult. But she's a single mom because she's like, hey, you used to cheat too much, that one. I can't deal with cheating. But you're not finding a replacement who doesn't cheat, who you're happy with. So the only problem you really had with this guy was that he cheated, but everything else was great. But you want this other guy who doesn't cheat, but everything else, So I know that this is what you want and whatnot, but had you maybe been brought up in a home where they can understand polygamy more or make it more normal, you wouldn't be so opposed to it, or you would find a way around the fact that he's cheating because he's not being allowed to practice polygamy. You know, so he's finding other ways to do it.
True.
But that's his only fall short. That's his only thing. That's his only shortcoming. My bad. Is the fact that he cheats. Because, but like we said, it's a natural thing, bro. If I have money, women will want me. Therefore, I want to take care of the world. So you want me to rather provide to a charity where I don't know those people, or
rather provide to a woman that you know.
Yes, who also provides to me. Let me put it this way. So it's not just I'm not just emptying out. I'm also being filled up. So it's not just a charity. Remember, a charity, I'm just giving money away. But that charity is not giving me anything. Whereas this woman who I'm taking care of with her kid or our kid or whatever it is, these three women, they also making me make more money. Like they filling me up.
True that. I mean, me personally, I don't got a problem with it, man. It's just, it goes back to if you can provide. Because like, that's one thing, even like when my folks talk to me, man, if you're not ready to be a father, or if you're not ready to have that responsibility, don't put that baggage on yourself. If you've got that means, you're like, all right, man, I got the cash to provide and whatnot. I feel there's nothing wrong with it. But like, there's a show that I was watching, right? Yeah. It was this other a Muslim guy in, where was it? It was somewhere in Europe.
It's fine, yeah.
It was somewhere
in
Europe.
Don't worry about that place.
But his origin is from Algeria.
Yeah.
So he was using the grants that they were giving over there.
For the kids?
Marrying multiple women.
Oh.
Just in order to get the grant for the kids. And you know what I'm saying? You see, like, that type of intention, it's messed up.
That's messed up.
Yeah, but if you got that cash, you can provide for it. And I'm going to respect you as a man, because for me, a man, first of all, got to be true to your word. You got to have action. And you got to be respectful. The fact that you're providing for that woman and another woman, it's already an honorable thing.
Okay.
Because if you say you're going to do it, you did it, it's honorable. So I would take my head off to such a man. I wouldn't do it personally. But if I see another man do it, I'll be like, my man, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? You true to your guns, you're sticking to your guns. It's really good.
Sharp, this guy, let's say, we've seen it now. Yeah. We've seen, like, even without even going into their relationship or whatever. But certain people have so much money that they can definitely provide for a few wives. We've seen a guy provide for his whole family. So we're sure about the providing part. The pleasure now. Do you think a man can pleasure 3 women? Mama, do even. Do you think it's practical?
In one day?
Hey, I don't know how often women want this pleasure. I'm just saying.
You want that D, big John.
The servicing. Okay, let's say the woman, for the majority of the part, like the most women that you've been with, how often did they need this thing? The pleasure.
Man, you're going to make me brag now, man.
No, it's not about you.
But to be honest,
it's about their need for this pleasure, whether they're dating you or someone else. Doesn't matter.
Man, girls, they got
On
that
average.
sexual hunger, to be honest with you.
A daily thing.
A daily thing. They're hungry as hell. It's just that they're not open about it as much as men are.
They're not allowed to be open about it.
Yeah, I think, it's a stereotype type of thing. But trust me, they are as hungry as we as niggas are. It's just that we open. Yeah, so the girls that I've come across, they were.
So that's maybe daily, once a day. I mean, on minimum, yeah.
Okay, the thing also with me with the relationship that I had, it was usually long distance because I don't like being in a relationship with a chick who's too close to me.
So you can focus on other things. Right?
Yeah, so I can focus on other things.
That's why
so
you
I
definitely can't do 2 wives. If you couldn't, even your one wife couldn't even be close to you. What
straight
are
up.
there?
So definitely the day-to-day part, definitely scratched out. That's out of the option over there. It's not necessary. So I would probably say weekly. I would say weekly because day-to-day was never an option for me because of the long relationship.
And were things fine there? No one was unpleasured. No one was cheated on someone because hey, I only got it once a week. In that relationship.
Okay, from my point of view, if she did cheat it, she did it good because I never found out anything.
You didn't feel a need to go somewhere else.
No, I never felt
Once
the
a week
need.
was fine.
Yeah, once a week was fine. I didn't feel the need.
Therefore, according to your relationship that you had, you are the best man for polygamy. If you can find 2 other wives who don't mind once a week. Because what I know from a lot of these situations is, or the ones who have money to provide, they would have separate houses for each of their wives.
True.
Even with Mormon churches, whatever, they have their cult thing where they stay in this community. But in that community, each wife has a house, and then that's where the kids are, blah, 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 in each house. And then the guy would service each wife, like once a day. Like this Monday's your day, Tuesday's your day.
But
So that's sometimes it's even more than once a week, maybe twice a week if you have 3 wives, maybe.
But I can't do that because I'm an individual. I always look at the long term.
So not you now. Let's talk about practice. Now when you look at other people, do you think it's possible, or do you think their wives are being serviced somewhere else?
They're being serviced somewhere else.
Nah?
Yeah.
At least
They're being
least one of them, yeah.
Because check it, a human being always wants to feel respected, or we want to play in an even field. It's a human being's nature. We want to play on an even field. We don't want to be taken advantage of or feel disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Now, when a man puts a woman in a house and stuff like that, and the woman knows that this man has multiple other wives.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be a dumbass man to think that woman is just gonna chill for you, wait for you to come from that other wife, come back over here, then go to another. No. As soon as you're with that other wife that side, she's busy here with someone from college, a nigga there with Stenema, you know what I'm saying, killing stuff.
Plus, it's harder to catch her because you are occupied when she's not occupied. Unlike in a normal relationship thing, if I'm not with my girl and she's, at least I'm still calling her to check up. So it's harder for her to like, hey, baby, why? I'm video calling you, but you are not at home. But now every time you are not with her, you are busy. You are too busy to
You're
see
too
that
busy.
there's a problem.
And there's proof to
because
this.
you're busy with the other wife.
Who's Will Smith and Jada Smith?
Huh? With who?
Will Smith and Jada Smith. That's enough proof that we have right there.
Which one is that one?
Yeah?
Which one
is
you
that
see all
one?
these poly things. I never saw it there. There's all this. That's
Entanglement.
I didn't see that word, Joe. Hey, that word. I searched for that word.
You searched for it.
Not there,
that's why it's in the
Just
streets.
showed me pictures of Will Smith on Google.
Entanglement.
So let's talk about that one.
Yeah.
That is what. Okay, from what we know it as, we don't know it. I don't know what that is, nah. But from what they presented to us, they look like they have like an open relationship, nah?
Yeah.
Which is maybe not polygamy because it's not a full-on commitment to everyone. The only commitment is with that one partner, and then but you're allowed to go and have your fun outside, but don't commit to them. Is what it looks like. Because I think that's
so
what an open relationship is, or is it that? I don't know what an open relationship is.
I feel like an
actually.
open relationship,
I'm a bit
you can
confused.
be with a woman or a man, but you are allowed to have your side dish,
Or not, but are you allowed to have other relationships, like of the same magnitude? Or does it matter? It doesn't matter what it is.
I don't think it matters, eh?
It doesn't matter what it really is. I think, I knew it as, you committed to one and then the other ones are for just for pleasure.
Yeah,
or
for pleasure,
side, but
yeah.
not as committed as this one.
Facts. Yeah.
So with them, it's like we know that these two are always married, bro. Will Smith and Jada, what? And then I always heard of rumors of, hey, maybe they do this, maybe they do that.
Excuse me?
I always heard rumors of maybe they, they play on the side. I always heard about stuff
Same
like
here.
that. And yeah, so when this thing happened, my guy, I don't know, man.
Entanglement.
Do you think a man like him, do you think he genuinely is cool with that?
No man on earth is cool with that, man. I don't think.
No, man. But he didn't look comfortable. He looked
didn't
like
look.
he was
That's what I
forced
say.
to
No man is. Yeah,
agree with
he
this
didn't
thing.
look.
But he looked like you, whereby he's fine when it's his turn.
Yeah,
But when
because
it's
he
her
says
turn,
like, I'm gonna get you for
Plus,
that.
this guy is my apparently the son's friend. Same age or something, and they're friends or something.
True
and that's
that.
how he met him. Or she met him. Or they all met this guy because I saw he was sick at some point. And they took him in. Because he has like some condition and stuff. And that's where it's like, hey, you come in. And then she took care of him as a woman would, as a mother would. Kanti.
There was other things there.
You know that granny kiss when Gogo kisses you. Hey, Antanam. Then your Gogo kisses you on your head when you are sore. But their kisses, they were going other places.
They were going like, hey.
My mom also saw, yeah.
Okay. Lower.
So there, I don't know what's going on, but who's nuts, man? I know we can do what we do, but now even though your child, man, come on now. Imagine your mother is busy with your age mates. And that's the problem with the polygamy thing. It's that I think once you start, you don't stop.
Yeah.
Because I see with a lot of people, our former president, his wives get younger. Much younger.
It becomes a drug. It becomes a drug. Like you want more. You want that pussy.
Because you're being allowed to do it, no? Whereas with certain things, even though you want it, you restrict yourself because you know it's you look down upon, or it's it's a bad thing. So, but yeah, you are openly this thing. So why not break the rules?
Just break the rules and do it. Yeah.
Just says.
Hey, but it's a crazy situation, hey? It's a crazy situation, man. This whole polygamy thing. Because for me, I always look at it like this, man. A polygamous family, or where there's multiple wives and husbands, I've never seen it end well. Or I've never seen it with even a nice history. Eh?
I've never seen it end. I don't know of it end. When are you talking? When are you just looking down on it? Me, I've never seen like a bad ending. I don't know of an ending I've never seen a polygamous wife like saying, I'm divorcing my husband.
Now, you see, when I say that, I'm a very observant person.
Yeah. You're the one who comes with you come from a family with that, Mas.
Yeah.
What have you seen from your uncles and your stuff?
Oh, then you got to remember, I grew up in 𝗙𝗃.
They are where?
They were in Congo.
You from Congo, right?
Yeah, I'm from Congo, yeah.
Okay.
So they were, like, it's not something that I experienced. It's more of something that I've heard and just watch clips, when they're celebrating. And
what's what's the tone you get? That it's working or it's not working for the most part?
If you ask yourself this question, why do they feel the need to put different women in different houses?
Yeah.
It shows that it will never work. That's the reason why why is there a need to separate them?
Yeah.
If it could work, they should all stay in the same house.
So this idea shouldn't exist if they can't live together.
For me personally, if they can't live together, I don't see the need.
Yeah, because it's different from the animal example because
animals are together,
they
live
together.
Yeah.
And like the lionesses are like they sisters. It's like and I think they even call them that. They say sister wives.
Yeah.
But how are you sister wives when you're living different homes?
You check
when your child is clearly your child. Where with lions, you don't know whose child is which one. And
exactly.
Yeah.
And you see, as I said, like from a Christian's point of view, I've never seen it end well because, with the Bible, the scripture, Sarah and Hagar. Sarah was Abraham's, how do you call it? Abraham's
something
wife. Yeah, 10 years different. She was barren, she couldn't give birth. Yeah. So they got Hagar, an Egyptian, which was like a step wife. And Hagar had Ishmael. Yeah. And Sarah had...
I like how you mention these names like I know these guys. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, moral of the story is when there's polygamy involved, there will always be tension. Because there will always be tension amongst the children.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
child
like
versus
the favorite because
Yeah.
already in an immediate household where it's a monogamous situation, there's already a problem with the
there's
oldest boy and the what and the firstborn and the blah blah.
Exactly. Now
So imagine now.
different.
It's basically like a step parent situation.
Exactly.
Similar,
Similar thing.
So it's like a half brother, half. Hey, I don't know.
So that's what I meant by I've never seen it end well. In terms of there's never peace. There will always be some type of war. And you find the war will be over the stupidest of things ever. Oh, you didn't close the Fanta bottle nicely. Or you left the fridge open.
But now
Small little things.
don't a lot of monogamous relationships also not end well? Like, it's not like monogamy is working.
True, yeah. They both.
Hey, because one you are Joe.
That's true. At the end of the day, I feel like it's just human beings, man. It just
Nothing will work.
We need to work on ourselves.
I think polygamy, it made sense at a certain point. Now we need to adjust, like everything adjusts. Like, you can't use your 3310 right now.
Yeah.
You're gonna struggle.
You're gonna struggle.
So
You
to
gotta
live
adjust.
like this as a man with multiple wives, it's just kind of hard to do.
kinda
It's like
hard, man.
impossible almost, you know.
Imagine
if you
they
want to
hit you-
live a certain standard of lifestyle and like you're just overwhelming yourself, my guy.
Exactly.
Like just
That's the only
limited a
issue
bit.
that I have with it. The overwhelming and also the unnecessary tensions and fighting. Because like when I watched those documentary I told you about the guy, there was multiple polygamous families and over there. And that's the thing that they struggled with. Keeping all of them happy. And not only the wife but the children too.
yeah. It's-
Because
yeah.
you know the children watch. They be watching. They be watching. So that's the only issue that I have with it.
Yeah, and all of these wives can't have the same exact principles and stuff. So the way you speak to this one might be won't be the way you speak to that one, or the way you fix issues, or the way you discipline the kids. Because this one, my children, we don't hit them.
We don't hit them.
And now the kids will feel the difference once they interact. Like, oh, daddy doesn't hit you. No, mommy doesn't allow.
True.
But then the other side, the mom does allow.
Allows,
It's like, it's just not manageable.
Too much. It's too much baggage.
And people have too much access to other things and information where they can see other options and they see the other alternatives. They go to school with friends whose parents are not living like this.
True that.
And then they see how maybe there's more harmony with that. So they're like, no, but why my house is so disruptive? And it's also the comparison of that's why it's similar with abuse. Not to say that this is anywhere there. I'm not saying that polygamy is abusive. But it's the fact that you are in an environment, maybe this is common. But you realize it's a problem once you are exposed to the rest of the world. That, we don't do this in this culture. No, a man doesn't speak like this to a woman. A man, you know what I mean?
True that. You know what you're saying?
Which makes it even harder now to continue with old traditions.
True. Because old tradition, my uncles, when they talk to me, they'll be like, when you going to get married?
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, don't talk to me about marriage. Talk to me of how can I make more money. I don't want to hear how can I get married. I want to hear how can I make more money. Because if I got the money, I can provide for my wife and my child. But now if you got a child, you are not married. You're going to find yourself like in what a lot of young African men find themselves in the countries that we come from, you know, the village. They're being pressured into marriage, but you haven't built a foundation that your family can stand on. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the thing that I feel. This tradition, it worked well in the past.
Yeah, but it's
Right now, it can still work well.
But yeah,
But it
takes a lot of work.
Yes,
to
it
work
takes
well.
a lot of work. It takes a lot of work.
Most
Because
of us
time
want the
changes.
easy way
There's a
out.
reason why we don't wear like how they used to wear in the BCs and ACs. There's a reason why things change. Human beings adapt. It's evolution. We shouldn't just stick to that.
So our relationship should do the same.
Yeah, should do the same.
Okay. Thank you. That's it, my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your what is your journey, your pursuit of happiness and love and relationships, Mr. Single Man.
Facts.
And yeah, man, all the best. We'll catch up again and find out if you became what you said you'll never become. Because your smile,
We'll see.
your smile, hey,
We'll
says
see.
a lot. Yeah?
I gotta be a man of my
that's
word,
fine.
so I'm gonna keep on my part.
right.
Yeah, but it was a pleasure being on your
Thank
show,
you.
Delite, man. It's
Thanks, my
lovely,
brother.
you know. Much blessings, more blessings to you, man.
No, welcome to Delite Side of Life.
Where?
You on the socials and stuff like Instagram, Facebook? Where can people follow you?
I'm on Instagram. That's the only social media platform.
Seeing that you're
I
single,
use.
Kana, what do you do, my guy?
Me, right
Maybe
now.
someone is liking your voice. They say, hey,
Somebody's what?
he likes your voice and likes the fact that you don't want polygamy. So they're like, this is mine. This one.
What I do.
So-
I don't want to let too much out, so, you know, those type
But you
of
can
chats.
provide for one partner.
For one partner, yeah. Those type of
okay,
chats,
sure.
you know, I'm a down low key type of person. I don't put too much out there. So whoever's interested.
Sounds like drugs, eh?
Yeah?
This is why. Sounds illegal.
drugs,
I'm a
That's
down
not
low.
drugs, yeah.
I know I'm joking.
So yeah,
man.
so with my IG, you know, it's 𝗨𝗨𝗊𝗊 _VASSILI_VASS_.
Okay.
So that's where you can.
That's where they must come there.
Yeah.
See your picture.
Yeah. But for what I do everything. I call myself a talented man.
How are my brother? Thanks so much, man, for blessing us with your presence. Thank you to everyone for listening to Delite Side of Life. That was another episode, man. Take care. Peace.
Peace out.
Bop your heads. It's how you fucks with a mastermind. How the fuck will you surpass my kind? I gotta caution you, we search for the largest find. I'm on this trail, man, I'm right behind the impossible. Or at least what you consider is that. You tryna get on and watch me backyard the map. You lack, I'm at the forefront, raising the flag. Shooting stars hitting the earth's surface and marking the land. Oh man, we out of this world, street shakers galore. Earthquakers, we move mountains for spectacular view. We dreamers and more, descending our jaws. They drop to the floor, seeing your gut, I'm so fucking appalled. You got nothing in you. I'm dreading a job, I know what I'm on. Not for nothing, there's a reason, yo, a plan in my thoughts. Know where I'm going, on a the floor, post at the board. Know where I'm going, on a the floor, post at the board. Just do you.
I'm spending my night, not wasting my time. You be dreaming, that's all you do. Hustle and I grind, I need me my shine. Sleeping, while I do what I do. While I do what I do. What I do, while I do what I.
Who's a Thursday? They out of the square. Me and D like losing brother.
I'm